Alone Season 3, Episode 9. It starts on day 73. And it shows that from there on out, how people are getting pretty emotionally raw. They're all pretty much starving to death, or at least in the beginning stages on some level. Some people have maintained their weight better than others, but they're going and shifting from talking about missing their loved ones to more immediate physical needs like food. So it starts with Fowler trying to get up in the morning, and he talks about he didn't sleep well at all that night. But he's very irritable because he's been having hunger pains, just not been able to rest because he's so hungry. And it switches over to Megan. She goes out fishing, catches a first fish, and she's in very good spirits. She goes and checks her line for a second fish, and she caught one of those as well. And then she even catches a third fish. So she says that she's enjoying the challenge very much. She's happy. She thinks that she can go quite a bit longer. The random medical check team, they show up and they check her out, and they say that she's good to go. It switches over now to Dave. He's experiencing, he said, a new level of hunger, but he said he's trying to be okay with it. He still has some dried smoked fish. He goes fishing, is not successful. He has a dizzy spell and falls. He decides to eat more of his fish because he believes that he lost too much weight, probably too fast. The medical team comes and checks him out just randomly and says that they need to pull him because he's beginning to starve. He's in a starvation mode right now, and he's running the risk of organ failure. So they're taking him out of the show into a hospital, which is very sad to see that. He was very emotional, and I would probably be too. They switched now to Carly. She said that she's getting lower energy now day to day, but she wants to make a drum. And then it switches over to Fowler. He said he's still having trouble sleeping, hunger issues for sure. And then it switches over to Carly again. She's foraging for food, builds up basically different materials to make her drum, and she continues to work on that. Megan, she's making a hammock, and then she finishes it with cording and saplings. And then it goes to day 75 now. We have 3 people left. Carly finished her drum, but she's very tired. And it shows Megan foraging. She thinks that she has a chipped tooth possibly, and maybe even a jaw infection. She's very concerned about that, and that's where they kind of leave her for the episode. It switches over to day 76 with Fowler. Basically, he's fishing, but he doesn't get any fish. The fish are stripped all of his hooks dry and clean, if you will. But he is enjoying his new fishing dock that he built up. It's the same dock pretty much, but he made it taller because the current and the water is higher now. He goes ahead and forages for grubs and roots for dinner, and he starts to have a little bit of an emotional breakdown, eating some roots that he steamed that tasted like carrots. And so what we can take from this is that I think we're getting closer to the end of the show here, just because we're down to 3 people. It ends on day 76 again. And people are having some major problems. I personally believe that Fowler is going to be next to go, and then Carly, and then I think the winner is going to be Megan, with just the information that's provided so far. It's very interesting how everything came about to this level. I think to be a larger male and to last this long is amazing. You have to be excellent in conserving your energy. You have to have consistent amount of calories, and you probably had to have a pretty decent amount of fat reserves all in a mix to help you get to this far. And so, Fowler is looking pretty emaciated. I mean, we don't have to even comment that Dave looked like he was, skin and bones, and he probably did need to be pulled. So that was really sad to see that, though. But Fowler, though, he's starting to waste away as well. And so this is my thoughts. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.